My name is Mary Beth Roach, and Beth and I were classmates, Ursuline, class of 1981, and then again at Wellesley College. We've been friends ever since. I've always been impressed, not just with Beth's accomplishments and skills, but by how she genuinely cares about her patients and their families. Every day she's working with people who have received frightening news, some the worst of their lives.
Dr. Mullen was the oncologist for our son Wilder, whom we lost to cancer July 8th. She not only took care of Wilder, but she took care of us too. She would stop by unexpectedly, even when it wasn't her rotation. She would send a message through a nurse or through the portal. She got to know us as people, not just as the parents of a patient. Wilder wasn't just another patient. He became part of her family, and she became part of our village.
It's amazing that there are people like her that have devoted their life to working towards a cure, and hopefully one day no parent has to go through what we went through.
You, Dr. Mullen, embody everything that a community could want, this world could want, and we need more people like you. So thank you for everything that you do.
My career in pediatric oncology has been challenging, and it never gets easier to deal with loss and loss of children. When I talk about my job and why I do it, I always tell people that I didn't choose my profession chose me, because I'm not sure I felt that I was ready to do it, but Ursuline made me ready to do it, and Ursuline made me understand that I needed to do it because it's my way of serving. I've had the good fortune, again, to use the skills and abilities I have to attain positions of national and international leadership, and now do both a lot of care at the bedside, which is still the person I am most meant to be, but now I'm very formative in deciding new treatments and new therapies for children with renal tumors. So it's been a long journey, but it does go back to that core that I developed in my years at Ursuline. When I think about community service, I think I'm proud of how my family has carried on what I had learned from my time at Ursuline, that how important it is. And we are involved in many different community service activities. Hole in the Wall Gang Camp is near and dear to me. It's a camp started by Paul Newman, specifically initially for kids with cancer. I have, for over 30 years, volunteered there in the summer as a summer doc. I have such incredible admiration and fondness for the camp. It almost feels it's a privilege to get to go there because there's so much joy there. It's one of those things that the phrase now is to say it fills my cup, but it does fill my cup.
My connection with Dr. Mullen runs pretty far back. The first time I met her was right here in the tea room in back of us. It was my senior year at Ursuline, and she and her sister were the speakers at the mother-daughter brunch. And then sort of fast forward 22 years later, my 4-year-old son was diagnosed with kidney cancer, and we were meeting his oncologist for the first time, and it was Dr. Elizabeth Mullen. She seemed to be feeling what we were feeling. She first said that, she was so sorry that we were meeting again under these circumstances. And I felt that in her, that she was so upset that this was happening to our little 4-year-old. And so it was almost like we were a team from the get-go. So not only is she, the worldwide expert in my son's tumor, but she loves him almost as much as we do, and that was very evident. So whatever pushed her in that direction of using her intellect and her brilliance, to go to medical school, to then become a pediatric oncologist, and to then become an expert in Wilm's tumor, that we will be forever grateful for that, and forever grateful for her for saving Frankie's life.
To receive the Spirit of St. Angela Award has been very humbling. My parents' story is the most interesting story in the world to me. Education and faith and religion were what they were all about, and They chose very carefully how their daughters would be educated, and that's why we ended up at Ursuline. The increasing rarity of Catholic schools educating young women makes Ursuline all the more relevant and all the more important. I think that it is a unique and special way to obtain a well-rounded education that helps give young women the building blocks they need to become leaders of society, and society needs leaders who have the foundation and the core values that an Ursuline education gives to them.
I want my mom to know that I am so proud of her for getting this award. She is my biggest role model and will forever be my biggest role model. She deserves a million awards like this, and I love her so, so much, and no one in this world is more deserving of this. So, love you, Mom.
We are all very proud of you. Your selflessness is evident in everything you do, from late-night clinical notes to patients, to comforting parents through unimaginable trials, to creating magic for kids at the Hole in the Wall game camp. I know how much this evening would mean to Nana. She taught you and your sisters and her 8 grandchildren the importance of service. Mom, this award is a testament to your legacy of caring and compassion. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor.